Hello everyone and welcome to my Hip Hop Gossip For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Diddy pursues a choice on affirming in court. Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilo decided to take part in TMZ's impending narrative The Ruin of Diddy, the prosecution, for which he gave a few key and significant reports on his lawful case and procedure. Additionally, he uncovered whether his client intends to affirm in government court. For those ignorant, Sean Brushes has to deal with sex stealing and racketeering penalties following a hurricane of different claims and charges against him, the majority of which stay perplexing. As per Agnifilo, he is excited to protect himself in court and recount his side of the story. This is notwithstanding the opportunities for questioning over spilled reconnaissance film of the terrible kid tycoon attacking Cassie in a lodging. "I don't realize that I could keep him off the stand," Diddy's lawyer allegedly told the Power source. "I think he is exceptionally anxious to recount his story and I figure he will recount all aspects of his story, including what you see on the video. So I anticipate that should be made sense of by the two of us." Mark Agnifilo likewise alluded to different things he might actually make sense of or excuse, for example, inquiries regarding his asserted freak-offs and purportedly exploding youngster Cuddy's vehicle. "He has his story," Diddy's legal counselor purportedly went on. "What's more, he has a story that I figure no one but he can see in the manner that he can tell it, progressively. What's more, it's a human story, it's an account of adoration, it's an account of harmed, it's an account of catastrophe." He was grief-stricken. "She was shattered," he said of the Cassie relationship. This narrative will air on Thursday night through Tubi as per special material. Moreover, this choice comes as another rape claim as of late raised a ruckus around town York finance manager and his guardian for their supposed violations. In the meantime, different superstars like Suge Knight have estimated on who else had some awareness of this in the well-known world. Realities is there, he imparted on News Country to have Chris Cuomo. "Where we're at now, I couldn't care less assuming it's T.I., I couldn't care less in the event that it's Rick Ross, I couldn't care less assuming it's Jay. I couldn't care less assuming that it's Sneak, I couldn't care less assuming that it's Down, I couldn't care less assuming that it's Dre. No one moving forward on the way that you know what's happening." Diddy hit with one more claim from lady who affirms he got her pregnant. One more nerve-wracking claim approached against Diddy in the midst of his government case. This time, it's from a mysterious lady who asserts that he tranquilized, physically attacked, and impregnated her, and, surprisingly, added claims that he proceeds to scare and undermine her. These new court records were apparently documented on Friday and gotten by TMZ. The Jane Doe guarantees that Sean searches through attacked her on different events of 4-year time frame. With respect to the pregnancy, she expressed by means of her lawyer Joseph L. Chaccio that she experienced a premature delivery, and their claim further subtleties the supposed violations within reach. The furthest down the line lady to sue Diddy guarantees that they initially met in the fall of 2020 on an all-costs-paid trip abroad. They purportedly witnessed each other once in a while during 2021 and 2022, as he and his group evidently sorted out for connect-ups at his Miami, LA, and New York homes. The Jane Doe blamed Puff Daddy and his company for utilizing a coercive and pestering language to inspire her to sign on to their itinerary items, in this way eliminating her organization and going independently. Drivers would supposedly show up at her home to take her to him and he would purportedly spike beverages to compel himself onto her. One explicit example referenced in the claim is an April 2022 occurrence where Diddy purportedly constrained the Jane Doe to take part in intercourse at his Los Angeles property. Besides the fact that she guaranteed that she supported wounds from their gatherings, however she likewise blamed him for driving ketamine and different medications onto her in July of 2022, causing a psychological power outage. This is the point at which she guarantees she got pregnant. Likewise, the documenting sets that one of the terrible Kid Big Shot's partners bugged her via telephone to get a fetus removal before she probably experienced an unnatural birth cycle. After this, the unknown informer says she attempted to separate herself notwithstanding Brush's supposed consistent calls and texts so they could meet once more. Besides, the Jane Doe asserts that this conduct persevered through June of this current year. She communicated dread for her security during this time span because of how she supposedly seen Diddy going after and mishandling different females. Likewise, the lady blamed him for following her area and observing her discussions, and of as yet connecting with her right up to the present day with an end goal to control and scare. She looks for vague harms for the injury, monetary injury, and actual injury she supposedly endured. While the Chiefs group hasn't freely answered this suit at press time, they have denied practically all charges against him up to now. The band alum portrays Farnsworth Bentley as Diddy's little beau. Freddie P. says that Diddy had an dependence to turning individuals out, and depicted Farnsworth Bentley as the shamed terrible kid Big Shot's little sweetheart. The band collection examined their supposed relationship during a new meeting with the Specialty of Discourse. With Puffy, obviously, I believe he's gay, Freddie said, as gotten by energy. I think everyone around him gay, and I don't think you get to remain around him except if you've demonstrated that possibly you are with the *T or the *T don't annoy you. There's not a man that I can see Diddy staying nearby that I don't think he at any point basically attempted. He proceeded, you all fail to really see how I take a gander at Farnsworth Bentley. Now that we know the beast, man, you conveyed that man's umbrella. I watched this man slight you each opportunity he got. He conversed with you like his. I think Farnsworth was his little sweetheart, at one time. You need to perceive how they was behaving. I don't want to express that about Bentley, on the grounds that Bentley got kids, and *T and I got regard for that. He was a rarity. Somewhere else in the meeting, Freddie blamed Diddy for, in a real sense, attacking men. The remarks come after specialists captured the music business symbol in New York City, Keep Going Weak, on charges of sex dealing. He's now argued not blameworthy and has more than once kept all from getting the charges he's looked over the course of the past year. Look at Freddie P's full remarks beneath. Be keeping watch for additional reports on Diddy on Hot New Hip Hop. Diddy's attorney Mark Agnifilo decided to take part in TMZ's impending narrative The Ruin of Diddy, the prosecution, for which he gave a few key and significant reports on his lawful case and procedure. Additionally, he uncovered whether his client intends to affirm in government court. For those ignorant, Sean Brushes has to deal with sex stealing and racketeering penalties following a hurricane of different claims and charges against him, the majority of which stay perplexing. As per Agnifilo, he is excited to protect himself in court and recount his side of the story. This is notwithstanding the opportunities for questioning over spilled reconnaissance film of the terrible kid tycoon attacking Cassie in a lodging. I don't realize that I could keep him off the stand, Diddy's lawyer allegedly told the Power source. I think he is exceptionally anxious to recount his story, and I figure he will recount all aspects of his story, including what you see on the video. So I anticipate that its going should be made sense of by the two of us. Mark Agnifilo likewise alluded to different things he might actually make sense of or excuse, for example, inquiries regarding his asserted freak-offs and purportedly exploding youngster Cuddy's vehicle. He has his story, Diddy.